Hello, everybody. My name is Nolan Brewer, and welcome to Artist Corner. Today, I'm joined by some special guests, Harold and Demas of the band La Alpha Alpha.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
If you're not familiar with their work, they're a band from Jakarta, Indonesia, that formed in 2006, and they used to be what started out as a duo, but you're now a band of seven people, which is
Right.
really interesting. Actually, I had a question about that. I I I think that having a band of that many people, there can probably be a lot to keep track of. I was wondering what do you guys think has helped you be successful as a band?
Um, Honestly, it's like as you said, you cannot imagine how to track about the band because it's honestly hard. Uh, at first, because we started as a duo and then we're evolving into six people and then now seven. It's just because um um I'm sorry, I was thinking.
No
Okay,
worries. Take as much time as you need, by the way.
Okay, so what we need is only if we have this common goal, and then we can tune our perspective on what's our common goal as a band. Because having a band is not our main job. We have our daily jobs too.
Mm.
So music is our gateway to escape from our daily activities. So um, successful, maybe it's not really the right word for us because it's an okay as a career is an okay. We were recognized in our scene in Jakarta, but not as big as other bands in here. But like I said, how to keep track with our own schedule, it's hard. But if we have one common goal and one, if we have something to pursue, we can gather and then plan things out long way before we start.
Hmm. So you guys do the band as a passion project for the most part.
Yes, for the most part, it's a passion project. I treat the band as an artwork too, because I was an art student in college. So for my own perspective, this band is like my child.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's in Dimas' perspective. What do you say, Dimas?
Well, actually, I'm in a weird situation because back then I was their photographer, and it was only on the third album that Harold asked me to join. So it became one of my passion project. Also,
Hmm.
it it maybe become one of my most important things in my life. Actually,
Sorry, can I think for a second?
yeah.
Do you still do photography for the band?
Right now, no, because I stopped doing photography. I moved on to videography, and I have a company for it. So photography is mostly just a hobby right now.
Hmm. So since you do videography, have you helped out a lot with the music videos?
Interesting question for the band because we haven't got much time to do the music videos. We've
Yeah.
discussed it a lot, but when it comes with ideas, uh, I don't know how to say it, but what made us stop doing making videos, Harold?
Um, at first, because like we said, successful is not the right word for us, but we were recognized so much, and then because the band maybe we don't get a lot of funds or money
Hmm.
because we are not lean to have debt or borrowing money for us to make music videos, even though we have the skills. But we really have this. um, concepts in our heads, but not realized yet. But maybe in the future we can make it. But maybe for the question about the videography, because I work with Dimas before we start the band, and Dimas also what he said about he has a company because his company is archiving Indonesian music.
Mm.
So so in his company channel, you will find a lot of interesting Indonesian music there. The name is similar with this program, yeah, Artist Corner, because the channel name is Sounds from the Corner.
Wait, sorry, what is it?
Sounds from the
Sounds from the corner.
Oh, nice.
It's a YouTube
I
channel. You can find many interesting Indonesian bands in there.
I'll check that out after. I had another question, and I wanted to ask you guys who are some Indonesian bands or musicians that you listen to?
Yeah.
Oh, we listen to a lot of it. Uh, well, the most recent I listen maybe Hindia, of course. One of his songs, Harold wrote it on his recent album. And then I listened to Starduck,
I'm
Eleven
gonna write
Twelve.
these down.
Yeah.
I can write them down for you maybe in the chat.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. And
Yeah.
I can link them for anyone who wants to listen.
Nice.
Dia and then Starduck.
Yeah, Starduck.
I haven't
Uh,
don't know the
11
correct
12.
11, 12.
Have you guys heard of the hold on. There's a band that I've been listening to from Indonesia. I forgot how to spell it. It starts with a J. I think it's Durapa.
Oh,
Oh, Jirap.
Jirapa. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we know them.
Yeah,
They're
I've been
great.
listening to them a bit. They're
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
awesome.
they're great. They're great. Yeah. Good sounds. Good sounds.
good stuff.
What are some game soundtracks that have inspired your work?
Uh, Mostly it's Xenoblade Chronicles stuff for me personally because you know what? I only recently back into video games when COVID hits because it's the only thing that I can do at the time besides working online, and the only entertainment that I'm really fond of is video games. So I bought my Switch and then play some video games in there like Breath of the Wild and then Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And you know what? Those games literally changed my life. And my perspective on playing video games now is not just for the fun only, but I play video games to feel something.
Hmm.
Me too.
Yeah. So and then all those music, all those great music from those JRPGs, I don't know how they can do that. It's just out of this world, I guess. And then and then after all those Xenoblade Chronicles, Breath of the Wild, and then uh I started Persona 5, and it
Let's
really blows
go.
and it really blows my mind. How can music and video games and all the art style can be that good? It's just like
Yeah.
I want to understand, but I don't understand it at all. Kayak, how can they came up with
What
that kind
about
of
you,
stuff?
Demas?
I loved Final Fantasy series, especially the 7 one. So when Rebirth hits, it no, my life just revolves around that game.
Because
The other series that I like is Suikoden, if you know.
Sorry, what is it?
Uh,
sweet, but
Suikoden.
I don't think I've heard of that.
it's
Yeah, it's an RPG when you become an owner of a castle and you have to gather 108 soldiers to complete the game.
Thing.
It has I'm sorry, five series. Yeah, it both of those RPG have been filling my childhood actually.
Nice. I'll have to check those out after.
Yep.
I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles either.
I've
Yeah, I
been
haven't played it. Yeah.
trying
It sounds
because
interesting though.
yeah, because some of my lyrics inspired a lot, but the words that I heard from all those games and what happens in the game, it inspired me to write some of our songs for Afterlove EP actually.
Ooh. Can I ask what some inspirations were for Afterlove EP soundtrack?
Okay, so uh it kind of be a long conversation to talk about this. Okay, so the inspiration says maybe you've read the news about the departure of Fahmi, the game director. So um, I met him at an anime song party that I made in Jakarta. We 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 first met there, and then he told me he was a fan of my band, and I'm really happy that uh, he approached me first, and then we're vibing a lot in that anime song party. We sing. We're both have the same uh, favorite anime. It's called Back. It's a it's an anime about it's about the journey of a loser who then joined a band and then stories going forward. And so much of inspiration is from uh like Fahmi did from manga and anime, but for the content itself, because I always write things about resolving hard times, and I always try to make the music always a bittersweet one, so I cannot be 100% happy to something or 100% bitter at something. It has to be balanced. And then I already have a rough song called Temu Hilang. In English, it can be translated to lost and found. Uh, I when Fahmi asked to write a song for his game, I already pitched that, and then because the theme that he wants to write in Afterlove EP kind of have the same frequency that shared with my song, and then Fahmi asked me to write the rest of the songs uh, for this game. He shared uh, the story points to me. What's gonna happen in the game? What are the key scenes and what are the key happenings on the game? And then I take notes and I kind of try to putting my shoes on the putting my shoes inside the protagonist's mind. How can he feel? How the way he feels about what's happening in that situation, and then it kind of reflects back to my own life, what's happening, and then also um when I wrote it, I just took his character as my inspiration. But then uh, when Fahmi passed away, I just kind of realized that my my songs, not ironically, maybe it's just like it feels like I wrote I wrote these songs for him.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like uh, it's kind of like meta about because the Afterlife EP story revolving around the death of a girlfriend, and then in my own life, it's about the death of my own friend. It it's kind of like if the universe has a really funny joke, but not so much for me. But that's what happened. So inspirations takes a lot. I want to write this song as perfect as I can make with my band, and some words and some philosophy or some inspirations came through a lot of things from films, from video games, and also from books that I read. Yes, I think that's pretty much that I can share right now about the music, about the lyrics.
Rest in peace, by the way, to
Okay.
him.
Rest in peace, of course. Yeah.
I I I still need to play Coffee Talk. I I think I'm gonna buy that game after this interview.
Yes, it's good. It's good. It's really comforting game.
Yeah. I'm I don't know if you guys have ever done this with your own music or music that you listen to, but recently I've personally been sometimes there's music I listen to for a certain amount of time or music that I make, and then I look back at it years late down the road, and I think, oh, this is why I was listening to that kind of music. And it's funny how even without understanding all of the lyrics in your guys' music, I think there's still some reason why your music can speak to me, even though I don't fully understand it. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
It's totally makes sense.
Totally makes sense.
Because to me, music is I I especially for this project. Uh, Sometimes I feel like when writing music, I don't know if they must feel the same way with me, but I want all of my music, every each one of them has purpose, and and if it's if I write sketches and it's not finished yet, sometimes I think, oh, the song hasn't spoke to me yet. The song didn't tell me what the song's gonna about. I need to I need to maybe keep it away first, and then because one of our songs in this album is actually the sketches and the rough ideas were were way back in 2009, because I know it's gonna be something special. I don't know what the song is about, but I already know that the song is about a dream. And then uh, one of the interesting thing. Sorry, I sorry I feel like I'm gonna burst out. Sorry,
That's okay.
because it's kind of emotional for me because I already wrote this song, the idea. The song is called Mimpi. It's a literal translation of dream in English. And then the song that I wrote back in 2009 and just now finished as a tribute for Fahmi, the game director. So it's kind of like, oh, so this song is for him. And then yeah, I try to, if one of the things that I really enjoy when making music is it doesn't have to sell a lot, but then if someone came to me or sent me messages just like you just like you said to me just now about that, it kind of resonates with you even though you don't understand the lyrics. It makes me so happy because when someone messages me like, thank you for writing this song, the song helps me get through things. That's the purpose that I want to pursue for each music I wrote. So yeah, so that's the kind of successful that I really fond of.
Yeah, I think success is defined by the individual.
Yep.
Yep.
And by the way, sorry if I make you guys feel old by this, but I think it's crazy how you guys formed in 2006 because I was born in 2004.
Oh no.
No, no, okay.
It's just a number.
It's
No
a number.
worries.
But yeah, by the way, since we were talking about me not understanding the lyrics so much. I was wondering if there were a few songs you could help me understand, since I don't understand Indonesian. I wanted to ask about your song Tatkala and Jima.
Okay, because Dimas, you can help me. Uh, if you want to add something, just jump in, right, Dim?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tatkala in English, translation is going to be like at the time or when. So tatkala is about um sorry, I have notes about this. Basically tatkala is kind of like a love song. Uh it's like cherishing the moment when someone came to you or arrived at the right time, when you need it the most. So it's tatkala is a song about that. It feels like the person in the song is kind of feel grateful about, thank you for being here with me at the right time, and maybe you are the answer of all of my questions in life, something like that.
Wow.
About Jima, it's the pronunciation in Indonesia is Gema. Gema means echo. It's actually one of Dimas' favorite song in our repertoire.
Well,
So
now Tatkala has become one of my most favorite after Guma. So
yeah.
That's
So
funny because they're mine too.
yeah.
Gema is interesting because when we try to perform it live, it's one of the hardest thing for us to do. But Gema, in English, uh, it translates to echoes. So it's kind of like giving you and me versus the world kind of vibe. So you can imagine if you are the only two person that you can trust each other, and then when everything's around you is not supporting you or just uh, not really taking you seriously, you just can scream your voice and let it echoes across the world about that you're not afraid, you're not scared about the world. You can seize the days right in front of you because we have each other side by side. We can walk side by side, something like that. That's Gema.
That's really inspiring to me. And I think even learning about that makes me realize even more that there's more reasons probably why your guys' music speaks to me, even if I don't understand everything.
Thank you. It's beyond the language barrier.
Yeah, music is a universal language after all.
Yeah.
Do you think that collaborating on music with people in real life compared to online has a big impact on the music itself?
What do you think, Nimas?
With people in real life compared to online, I think yeah, because in real life you usually discuss, right? So there's always back and forth around making music. So one can influence another. Uh, Even when I think outside of when you're making the music, you usually chat about life and so on, and usually that influence again within the music. I think. What about you, Harold?
So you mean like if we're meeting in real life, it's not just about the music. Maybe it's just about we're sharing our thoughts and
Yeah.
conversations, and our lives. It kind of influenced the music itself later.
Mhm.
Yeah, but if for my own opinion, making music with people in real life is just much more powerful and more magical to me because the energy is different with when we're trying to make music online.
Mm.
The technology helps, but yeah, what we've lost is just like because sometimes I think like in a work environment, online meetings are just draining much energy greater than when I meet real people. So in terms of music, I think it is always better to having a jam with your bandmates or real people in real life because if we already talk about this that the music can speak, so let's have a conversation with music. I think that's
Mhm.
the
Yeah, because that is what's happening with our bands. Like, usually Harold will share us the sketches, and then we will do workshops. Usually, on that workshop, a lot of things can change. Because each of the members have inputs, have uh, other tastes that can help shapes the arrangements. So any I don't think online making music can change can simulate that, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Do you
So
have any?
what
Oh, sorry.
so what I've been thinking about like Dima said that I always wrote the sketches and then the first when I already maybe record some demos, it's just feel like it's just my song. But then when all the other members have recorded their own part, it's just become oh this is alfalfa because they play like this. That what makes the sound alfalfa. Uh, that's the definition sound of alfalfa when they're playing with their own style. So it's still important to have uh, to have talk about it with real people.
If someone wanted to get into making music with other people in real life, or join a band, or start a band, or something of that sort, are there any steps that you'd recommend someone else can take for that?
First step is, of course, meet people and talk about music. And you can, if you can vibe with this person, maybe you can start a band with them. The first step is always meet some people. I know not everyone can do that if you're just an isolated person, but if you have your own music, just try to reach out people. Maybe if you're more comfort in online, I've got no shade with online musician, but uh, just start the conversation with people in music if you can vibe with. I think it's the first step.
More
How
often than
about
not, oh, sorry.
yeah,
I was gonna say that more often than not, more I think people are pretty understanding for the most part too.
yeah. What about Timas? This is your second band, I guess, or
This is actually my official first band that have their own song. So before this, I only do covers like Japanese music and mostly Incubus. So when Harold asked me to join, boy, that was my one of my happiest day of my life actually.
That's awesome. Can I think for a second?
yep,
Yep.
I think this talk is really interesting because I'm in college, and
Mhm.
I think having a space where I've been able to connect with other people who are also into music and have the same mindset. I've learned that if you just ask someone if they want to collab, or if you just, I don't know, just be cool about it, more often than not, people are gonna want to do something with you.
yeah,
That goes for online too.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just realized that.
So what do you do in college? I'm kind of curious right now because you're born in 2004.
I'm an audio engineer.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, cool.
There's a lot of great opportunities from music school, I think, even if I might get bored sometimes in classes.
Yeah, because audio engineer is more technical and scientific, right?
Yeah. It's required for my school to do college algebra and physics.
Yeah, because you have to count the frequencies, and a friend of mine was just sharing about that, and wow, it's more scientific than I thought.
Then you would think you would need. Yeah. That actually relates to another question I had for you guys. Have you guys ever taken any music lessons before, or are you mostly self-taught?
Mm, I only took guitar lessons for 2 or 3 months, and then I realized that uh, I don't know. Usually, you have to find the right teacher, right? So, unfortunately, on that courses, I didn't vibe with my teacher because I like more ambient music, while my teacher likes Ingrid Malmsteen and blues.
Mm.
So I only learn about scales and such, but after that, I taught myself again before and after. I think Harold self-taught.
Yeah, for even though I'm the singer-songwriter for this band, I'm mostly a self-taught musician. The only course that I took in music is just I was I was a drummer, but I know I'm not really good. But I know what kind of drum sound that I like, so maybe maybe I'm really particular about drum parts in our band, and then yeah, mostly I'm a self-taught musician. I learn from my friends. I learn from uh yeah, I mostly learn with my friends who plays the guitar. One of our band members so maybe if we can make if we can make levels in our music fluency in our band, maybe I'm the lowest third out of the seven. Maybe I'm the lowest second out of the seven. But because I'm the singer, I need to be number one. So yeah, a lot of things. I because I don't really play the guitar that good, so I mostly lean into the effect pedals that I have.
Mm.
It kind of make the guitar kind of sounds good, but it's not really that good. And I have my own tuning for my guitar, so it's kind of lazy guitar playing from my side, but that's what's that is that is the most comfortable guitar playing that I can do with my own song. So yeah.
And you say that, but I think the songs themselves are really complicated when it comes to everything about them, even if you might think that you're playing simple.
Yeah, yeah, right. Because we have a lot of influences that's complicated, but I know uh we don't really I know that my own skills cannot really reach that level of complication complicated levels, but
Mm.
yeah, that's why like I said before, when I wrote it myself, it's just my song, but then when I shared with all of the alpha members, it became alpha sound. So thanks to them.
Well, I have been practicing Indonesian and I wanted to use at least one word today. So I think that you guys are mahir.
Huh?
Mahir, mahir, mahir,
Mahir?
mahir. Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Mahir.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
mahir.
That means
Mahir.
proficient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
proficient,
Profession or talented. Yeah.
talented, mahir. Or if you want to learn the slang word of the mahir, it's jago,
Jago.
Jago.
jago, jago.
Jago lu
Jago.
gitu.
Yeah, jago, jago banget. You're so good. Jago banget.
Jago banget.
Mm, yeah, thank you for learning.
I actually have a lot of fun learning languages sometimes. I'm
Yeah,
not that
it's
good at it though.
Oh, see, Harold is a one of the Duolingo maniacs. Harold.
Oh, what's your biggest streak?
no, it's currently my biggest trick is 150.
Nice. I think that's what
Um,
mine is.
yeah, it's for the drill. It's for like a drilling practice, not for the main language learning.
Hmm. Have you used Anki before?
I already put it on my Chrome actually, but I kind of really don't understand how to use it.
What is Anki? Sorry.
It's a
Anki is
flashcard
it's a
program.
flash
I
program.
see. All right, all right. I
Yeah, and
have
you
to
can
look it up.
you
Yeah.
can download other people's decks that they make and you can study off of it and it can show pictures or sound play sounds and it's
Mm,
pretty useful.
Nice.
I
yeah,
also I also learned Bebas, which is free.
Yeah, bebas. You
bebas free,
bebas. Yeah.
Do
bebas
you see
free.
your do you see yourselves composing for more games in the future?
Um, for myself, I kind of see it because I realize because Dimas and I already play games since our kid, so one of the most earliest memories of our in in our mind, I guess, music from video games, right, Dimas?
Yeah.
Because we, because we already play games from the very first Nintendo era, and then I just realized it myself, like just to recent years, when I wrote songs, what I heard this melody came from, and then kayak, oh, I just realized it's from the Nintendo games I played at when I was a kid. So I think, yeah, maybe composing music for video games is just like uh I want to give it back to something that inspired me as a kid. So it's kind of like a full circle moment
Hmm.
when my friend asked me to make music for a video game, and then I think if there's an opportunity that can make more music for video games, I want to try it. I want to become the Shoji Meguro or Hiroyuki Sawano in Indonesia. Both
Would you
are both are video game composers.
would you say that your process for making music changes for games compared to your regular releases?
Maybe it's for the lyrics changes actually, but for the music making, not so much. But this is the first time that we have a producer for the album because at the first and the first and second album we produce it ourselves. We only have the mixing engineer and the studio engineer to help us, and no suggestion from outside the band. But for the third album, I asked one of my musician friend to co-produce this album because I know that there's a certain level of quality that I want to pursue in this time. So yeah, the process is kind of different this time because of the new we have suggestion from outside the band.
Mm.
It's the first time. Yeah.
Would you say that having that feedback has helped a lot with making the music?
Yeah, I just realized that why didn't I do it earlier? It really helps to the band to hit the breaks. He can tell us when to stop to explore for a project. So right, Dimas.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is enough.
I think this is already good. Yeah, well, I want to try this. No, 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 no,
No, no, no.
no, no, no. We don't have time. This is
Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it.
yeah.
I wish I had that kind of voice in my head.
It's kind of hard if it's in your head instead to be outside your head. No,
Yeah, it needs to be a second opinion of other heads,
Mm,
not yours.
not
Yeah.
yeah,
yours.
there needs to be a balance.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever think you'll do a world tour?
World tour is I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying never, but both me and Dimas just only have one dream to play in Japan right now.
Yes. At least
Uh,
in Japan, not
then
other countries probably. Yeah, that's nice. But
yeah,
when
but
if we ever do gigs in Japan, that will be,
Hmm.
that will
man,
be our
dude, we did it.
that's the successful success
That'd
if
be
we if,
amazing.
if we ever played in Japan
Are there
because we've
any?
been other countries as well. We've been, but maybe it's mostly in Southeast Asia. We
Southeast, yeah.
Hmm.
uh, Singapore, Malaysia. We've been to India before, and then yeah, but yeah, I hope this. Of course, we're talking about in this interview. We're talking about this Afterlove EP. I hope everyone across the world will learn about the video game first. It's from Indonesia, and then they can learn about more Indonesian music from the video game. It is really a special collaboration for us. Uh, and I know that this is really a big dream to carry, but that's why we really want to take this opportunity having an interview with you, Nolan. Thank you so much. Uh,
Thank you for coming on.
yeah, yeah.
With
Thank you so
pleasure.
much. Yes, yeah, because we want to. If I want to use your favorite song, Gemma, we want to echo our music, echo our the video game across the world. Yeah, that's why.
I think it'll be something special.
Yeah, we hope so too.
We hope so. We hope so.
By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, you can play the Afterlove EP demo on Steam, and you should wishlist it.
Yeah, wishlisted. It's going to be released next week, February 14th.
Yeah,
Finally,
Yay! Finally.
I know what I'm doing that day.
right? Already block our calendars for the Afterlove EP release day.
I hope I don't have school that day. That's on Friday, right? Next
Yeah, Friday.
Friday?
Yes, it's on Friday.
Let's go.
Let's go. TGI Afterlove EP.
What are your guys' favorite dishes in Indonesia?
It's
Uh,
kind of random. Um, for me, my comfort food is an Indonesian dish is a nasi goreng. It's a fried rice. Yeah, it's
Sounds
just a
yummy.
it is. It
it
is
is.
yummy.
It is. It is yummy.
It's a carb. It's a carb. Uh,
I love some fried rice.
A
yeah, fried
dish
rice.
full of carbs and oils and fats.
It's the unhealthy. It is the most unhealthy carbs but it's my comfort food. You cannot go wrong with it.
What about you, Demas?
My favorite food probably will be red bean soup with carrots and luncheon meats.
Mm, that
Uh, it
also
is
sounds
what
yummy.
it is
What's
one
that?
of my sop kacang merah.
Oh, sop kacang merah.
It is one of my favorite dish made by my late mom. So I learned it myself and I successfully made it. So uh,
Let's go.
it is
Let's
one
go.
of my proudest achievement after I can cook it.
Cooking's hard.
Yeah.
Are there any other dishes that you guys cook?
mm,
I
I
gotta
cook
cook. I gotta cook myself. So only
I cook
sausages.
yeah, I cook a lot of dishes, but yeah, that soup is one of my go to menu whenever I need something comforting.
Nice. I don't know if you guys ever eat Mexican food, but for me, mine would be a quesadilla for my comfort
Ah,
food.
quesadilla. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Quesadilla is nice.
They're easy to make too.
Oh, maybe I should try to make one quesadilla.
Yeah, just put it
Let,
on the stove.
let me pull up the recipe.
I can send you what I do.
There we
Can
go.
Okay.
I think for a second?
Yep.
Right.
How are you doing so far, by the way?
Sorry.
How are you doing?
Oh, how are we doing? We're holding up, and then I've been busy with my main job. I work as a copywriter for
Mm,
an agency, and then on the on the side, I do DJing, and then sometimes I do other music projects with some of my friends.
I
So I
saw
think,
I
yeah,
saw that you were part of a DJ collective.
yeah, I was in a DJ collective, mostly for like Japanese adjacent music.
It was
It
called
is
Daijo Boo Club.
Daijobu Club. Yeah, it's Daijobu is a Japanese word, so Daijobu Club that we're an okay club. Yeah, also DJing also because the band is not really active as much as we first came. So when I lean into DJing, because when I said music is for the is music is my passion, and I use it for to escape from my day to day reality, and then when I move to DJing, it helps me a lot uh, to make more music. So it's kind of something to be grateful with. So that's what I did in my life recently. So I'm doing good. Thank you.
Yay, I'm glad. What about you,
Dimas?
Demis?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good. Still busy with my YouTube channel, and then recently we renovated a place that becomes our own studio. Uh, so we can produce more videos, and then daily I do game streaming for VR and some football games. And after that, I'm I'm at home taking care of my kid. That's all.
Can you say where people can watch your streams at if they want to?
My stream. There's two channel for the stream. One is Dimwis and one is Maswis. So Dimwis is the VR channel and Maswis is the football channel. I don't know
Mm.
how it end up in two channel, but probably for the niche
I was
factor.
I was wondering what Dimwis meant. I saw your guys' Joyland concert, and I saw in the title it said Dimwis Cam.
Yeah, it's my name, right? So it's from Dimas Wisnordono, and then I shorten it into Dimwis.
That's awesome. Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to this year?
The game, of course, and then we're planning a we're planning a showcase. Hopefully, it's not delayed again.
Yeah. So we're looking for, because we really think that this video game is important. Afterlife EP is important. We're really looking forward to have a celebration showcase of the release of Afterlove EP. Maybe hopefully we can do this on April or May. It's not just gonna be what we hope. It's not just gonna be a showcase of the band, but we want it to be where the video game is also the in the spotlight. So we want to have something like a talk show where we can talk about something like this, um, but mostly focusing on collaborating between two industries, like from music industry and video game industry. How can we make it happen more in Indonesia,
Hmm.
and how can we do it? Because both of these, because I know that video game industry in Indonesia is really growing a lot, and already it reaches you, right? It reaches you across the globe. So
Yeah,
how can we push this further, and then we can also push uh Indonesian music and video game music walking hand in hand side by side, and then echoes our voices to the world, right?
yeah.
So I want what we're planning to is having a talk show between these two industries, and we can share the how we do this collaboration, and then we want the video game developer to have a mini exhibition of their uh, published games, maybe from Pixel Asia or Fellow Traveler, because they're the publisher is Fellow Traveler. Pixel Asia is the developer. Uh, uh, I want them to showcase their if possible. We have a mini exhibition in there, and then we also want to feature the illustrator or art director of the game, Soyatu, who made the artworks for Afterlife EP. We want them to,
Beautiful art, by the way.
yeah, yeah, really, I really love them. So I want to showcase it because Indonesia video game and music is kind of like a different scene. I want to make it like because this collaboration is special. I want to show them that this collaboration is possible and it's special, and maybe we can emerge the scene together to move forward to something better in the future. So I'm really looking forward for this showcase.
I am too now. I'll
Yeah, yeah.
be, whenever that comes out, I'll share it on social media and whatnot.
Uh, we're actually preparing something for a week after the game release, so maybe we're gonna share it later when it's already prepared well.
Awesome. By the way, you were talking about there's a lot of great games and stuff in Indonesia. I think I wanted to shout out A Space for the Unbound and Potion
Yeah,
Permit.
yeah. Good game, good music.
Have you guys heard of Potion Permit too?
Um, Sorry?
Potion Permit?
No, we haven't.
That's another
Ocean.
Indonesian game that has a pretty good soundtrack. And I learned about it from my friend who composed for A Space for the Unbound.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's why I want to know more about that stuff. Let's let's do something to let it be known
Yeah,
to
there's a
more
lot of
people.
great stuff coming out of Indonesia.
Yeah.
I really want to go there, by the way, someday. I think I might go there for my graduation trip from college.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
When is that?
That's in 2026.
Next
So
year.
next year.
It's not
Yeah.
long. Not long.
Hopefully, it's gonna be a great time. Like,
Is there
Maybe we
anything
can.
that, oh, sorry.
Maybe we can meet up if you want. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
love that. I love that. I think I'm gonna meet up with my other friends too for a space for the unbound. What if
Yeah.
that'd be crazy if we all met up?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we should do a gathering, you know?
yeah, yeah. That
That'd
should
be
be great.
awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
So you're
I
gonna
think,
ask what should you do in here, right?
yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Watch the bands. It's the
Are
most
there
interesting.
are there any places in particular that have good venues to see live music?
Yeah, there are some in here, but uh, there's one venue that always have live music with all the indie bands, but more, but you can always see if you follow the bands, they always have sometimes there's
Schedule.
always a schedule an
Hmm.
event not in the venue, but it's just like a mini festivals. It's always like
Mhm.
mini festivals, maybe in uh, cafes or some bar and also club. So, uh, but they're all active musicians in here a lot.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta do more research into some bands and listen to more Indonesian music.
yeah, we have a
I'll
lot
check
of.
I'll check out the other bands that you mentioned before too.
Yep.
India and Starduck.
Yes.
Yep.
I wrote them down.
India is one of this solo artists in Indonesia actually, and I had the chance to produce one of his songs.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's kind of funny because I because India is from another band called Feast, and I was one of the earliest believer that he's gonna be something big, and then oh yeah, that
They
checks
went
out.
big. And then they went big.
Then they went, but not my band, but it's okay.
You love to see it.
I love to see it. I love to see when music can speak to a lot of people.
Same with your guys' music.
Really, really hope so, and I'm really happy when I hear that you like our song.
What kind of questions do you ask yourselves when it comes to coming up with your album artworks?
For an album artwork, there's always the what are the concept or album experience that we want to showcase to our listeners. So, like when the first album is like a children book cover, because the title of the album is "When We're Awake, All Dreams Are Gone." So we really think it should be a whimsical cover album. So we collaborate with one of my seniors in art school college. She made the cover of the first album, and then for the second album, because we're moving forward to the next stage, we use the train analogy. So it's like from stations to stations, we metaphorically use as like from stages to stages, from places to places. So that's why we use the train analogy. And then for the third album, Kelaklamkan Berpendar means literally even in the shadows, hope the light will find you later. And it's just lights for the third album.
It's
And
funny. It's funny because I looked up the English translation for that and it was a little bit different. So I'm glad that you said that what it meant in English.
what do you have in English that you have?
I can retranslate it really quick. realize that translations aren't always accurate.
Maybe it's accurate, but the nuances maybe a little bit different when it get translated. So
It said soon the darkness will glow.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's kind of the same, but the
A little
nuance,
different.
yeah, the
Yeah,
nuance
the
is
nuance.
so the darkness will glow is just like a literal translation. But what I meant is like, yeah, even in the deepest, darkest times, we hope that some lads will find you and save you, or giving you more hope.
Hmm.
That's what I meant for the third album title.
I think that gives me even more reasons why your music speaks to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I think for a second?
Yep.
Bad, good.
I noticed that your guys' albums are in different languages. Is there any specific reasons behind that?
Uh, oh yeah, when we were awake, all dreams are gone. Von Stufa, Stufa, and then Kelak Kelam kan berpendar is just like we we have like Von Stufa, Stufa is just mean from stages to stages. It's a German word that our bassist came up with because it kind of describe the the state of the band at that time. Yeah, because we don't really about languages because our first album we have a full English even though a lot of grammatical error, but yeah.
That's all
Lot of-
right.
because a lot of Indonesian bands try to use English language as their music, especially in the indie scene in Jakarta.
I even
Uh,
noticed when you perform live that you sometimes switch back and forth.
yeah, uh, because a lot of Indonesians, especially in Jakarta or Bali, speaks fluent English, especially for the young people. And then
Wow.
and then sometimes I know that some songs can only have a certain level of message that can get through when you speak about it in English, and sometimes sounds better in Indonesia. But then when we have our first album, I think the song speaks to me in an English kind of language for when I wrote it, and then when when we reach our second album, I already tried to um, use a lot of Indonesian language, bahasa Indonesia. So and then from there, uh, most of my song speaks a lot in Indonesian, and I really uh, like my own like make myself suffer because I don't like to use some words are already apa ya dim bahasanya dim udah terlalu nempel. Sorry, I speak Indonesian for a bit.
No worries.
It's the already stuck. Like, mm,
Maybe it's something like I don't really use words for my lyrics if it's already uh this words maybe it's already connected with, let's say,
other song or
other song or other musician, so I kind of hesitate to use that words maybe because like something like Tatkala rarely didn't really they don't really have a song with that kind of title, and then Gema also not really a lot of musicians use that word also,
Hmm.
so that's why I it's kind of hard for me to write a good lyric, but when it hits, it hits.
Yeah. And you can feel that as the listener.
Thank you so much.
Well, I think that that'll wrap it up for today for the interview, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about.
Um, I I I can think of one right now. What about you, Dim?
Oh, I think everything's good right now.
So
Awesome.
what time is it there? 7, I guess, or 6?
6:12 p.m.
Oh, 6:12.
6:12.
Yeah, but
All
I'm
right.
free
Well,
all
That's
night.
why, yeah, that's why there's still sunlight. Is that sunlight or lights?
It's on
Yeah,
oh,
my and my
yeah,
piano.
because we have how time difference is like because it's 11 a.m. your
11
time.
a.m. here.
Yeah,
So
I remember when we were talking about scheduling.
Yeah, yeah. So it's so I think this is the best time. So how about 10 a.m. in here and you're in 5 p.m. I think it's the best time because you already said that until 7 p.m. right? You're
Yeah,
available. Yeah.
yeah. And
It, it
I'd be down to hang out and chat a little bit more after the interview if you want to.
yeah, yeah. So maybe we can talk about I don't know. I like to talk about video games a lot.
Yeah. Are there any games you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition because I'm a Xenoblade fan. And then I'm kind of maybe I'm gonna try my hands on Monster Hunter Wilds
Mm.
soon. I don't know. More PS5 games. I haven't played God of War. Hello,
Hi.
Kyla.
I, I,
And then maybe some more JRPGs because yeah, JRPGs kind of yeah, that's what I said. I want to play games not just for fun. I want to feel something. The last time I cried in a video game is Tears of the Kingdom from Legend of Zelda because the ending is such a I don't know, man. How can you come up with that?
That's the sequel, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that of Breath of the Wild.
I
I would,
haven't played. I haven't
yeah.
played Tears of the Kingdom. Damn.
I've only played through halfway of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I
They're
kind of
hard.
understand. Yeah, I kind of understand if some people don't really like it, but yeah, it's just a good game.
It's a
Yeah.
good game, but I don't really like the intuitive. The control is not that intuitive for me. Just
Yeah.
my wife played through all two, so maybe that's just me.
No, because you're not a Switch player. The buttons.
Yeah, the buttons
Uh,
are different.
Have you guys heard of the Steam Deck?
Yes,
yeah.
I own another type of it. It's called Legion Go, if you know.
Oh, it sounds familiar. I might have heard of it.
Yeah, it's similar to Steam Deck, but it's Windows based, not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah. Steam Deck uses Steam OS, right?
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
Linux.
Yes.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I hope you get sponsored later.
I
Maybe,
wish.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
hopefully. Oh yeah, we were planning to stream the Afterlove EP as a band, right, Dimas?
Yeah,
Oh,
if we meet the schedule with the
We
other.
met the schedule. We want to play it together and stream it in our band's YouTube channel just to see yeah, just to see our honest reaction about it
Mhm.
because like I said before about the game, my friend only just told me the key points and the scenes. We haven't played it yet. Even the demo, I haven't played it
Huh?
because I'm to full experience it when it finally release. So we're also looking forward to stream it together as a band for after EP.
yeah. Are you gonna upload a VOD for that after too, so people can watch it?
I think so. We needed to upload the vote.
Because I want to play the game before I watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should have the VOD.
yeah,
Sweet.
sweet. Dimas, you have agenda today? You're on mute.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm going to the studio later, but not now.
Yeah, it's about my lunchtime here,
Hmm.
Nolan. I gotta go.
No worries.
I have uh I also have a side hustle thing.
Good for you. That's awesome. Well,
Can
I guess
I
we'll wrap it up then.
All right.
can I share first with my
Yeah, yeah.
phone? Hey.
Can you send that
I'm
to
gonna
me?
Yes, I'm gonna send it to you, of course.
Yay.
Yay.
Then we can post it.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so
Thank
And
you,
much.
Nolan.
I want
Thank
to say
you.
thanks everyone for listening. You can wishlist Afterlove EP on Steam, and you can also listen to La Alpha Alpha on all major streaming services such as Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, etc. And yeah, feel free to check out their work. And love you guys. I'll see you next time.
See
Thanks for
you.
listening. We love you.
Bye.